Hello tennis guys and welcome to my channel. So in this video I will be comparing the brand new Ultra 100 V4 versus the Ultra 100 V3 obviously. So the second racket I've mentioned, the V3, has been released in 2020. I reviewed the racket for the sports store I work for. I will post the link to the text review so you can read it. It will be translated into English with a Google Translator. And the new V4 is coming out right now, and there are some differences to the frame, and hopefully they will make the racket better. So guys, stay tuned.
I always shake hands with my opponents. I had the same situation with Yastremska in Washington. It is what it is, I just move on. I cannot force anybody to shake my hand. It's their decision. How did I make me feel? It's not the most important thing in the world right now.
When I reviewed the V3 version, the Ultra 100 V3 in 2020, it was in April 2020, I liked the power, I liked the stability, I liked the long grip, because the grip is long, was really long. I loved my double-handed backhand with this racket so much. It was probably one of the best double-handed backhands I've hit in a long time because of that longer grip. But there were also things I didn't like. So obviously the precision wasn't that good. The maneuverability was kind of bad for this racket because of the thick beam and because of the overall construction of the racket that is not very aerodynamic. And I believe this will be also the same for the new V4. But guys, these two rackets, or these rackets from the Ultra series, they are meant for power. They are the pure drives from Wilson. So yeah, I've got here my what is this, Wilson hoodie. Wilson hoodie, and as you can see, it's a hoodie. And yeah, let's jump into the comparison. So head size, it is the same 100 square inches or 645 square centimeters. Weight, unstrung, 300 gram for both of the rackets. It is the same. Balance, yes, it is the same, 320 for both rackets. And now there is the first difference, the swing weight. So both numbers are taken from the Tennis Warehouse website. So the Ultra V4 should have swing weight of around 317, and the swing weight actually increased from 312 with the V3 generation. So the V4 racket will be more powerful. It will have more plow through. It will generate, when you swing with the racket properly, it will generate more pace. It will be more stable. And I hope that the V4 will be also a little bit faster and also a little bit more comfort oriented. And yes, when we jump into the stiffness, flexibility, the RA is around 70 now. And remember, it's a strung measurement, it's a strung number. And when we strung the racket, the stiffness goes down a little bit. Compared to the Ultra 100 V3, that was 73 RA, and it was a really high number, probably the highest number I've actually ever seen on a modern tennis racket, because we know Babolat Pure Drives, they have the RA about 71, and yeah, actually the Babolat rackets are one of the stiffest rackets on the market. And to see a racket with 73 RA, it's like, wow, this racket is really, really stiff. So now only 70 RA, but 70 is still a very high number, so the racket will be very stable and very powerful. Now coming to the beam width, there are some changes, some slight changes too, and I'm not sure if it is okay, but we will see. So 24 millimeters up here in this section, in the upper hoop, in this upper part of the head, 24 millimeters compared to 24.5. So it will be a little bit thinner in this section, and maybe this will help with the plow through when you swing with the racket. It will be a little bit faster when you go with the tip of the head, when you go from down to the upper position, when you swing from when you make the, let's say, the vertical swing for more spin. So it should be a little bit faster now. But the middle section of the head is now 26.5 millimeters compared to 26, so it is even thicker. And that's something I'm kind of a little bit afraid of, because 26.5, that's a very, very thick frame. It's one of the most, or is one of the, or probably is the thickest frame that you can find on a performance-oriented racket, or in a racket that is for intermediate and advanced players. So there is this increase of half a millimeter. So we will see what does it mean, how this will translate to the stability. Probably the racket will be even more stable now. And the third number, 24.25 compared to 23.5, it goes for the throat. So the throat will be once again thicker. It is a good sign, who knows, but thicker means more stable, more powerful, so the racket will generate even more power than the previous generation that is 2.5 years old. So guys, in this technology section, there are also some changes. So there is this 45 technology. It's the new technology that has been introduced with the Clash V2 series. It has been in a blade rackets, in the V8 blades. And what does it mean? So 45, it means that the carbon fibers are constructed, or are constructed in a 45 angle, 45-degree angle. And this gives the racket, once again, great stability, but also great flexibility. So it actually mixes the stability with flexibility in a way that should help you to feel the racket better, to play with the racket faster, and to feel the stability of the racket. Now the crush zone is there. It was also in the previous generation. What does it mean? So the crush zone is in the bottom of the head. These are the special grommets that are flexible, that flex, that move with the strings. And as, let's say, as with the Isoflex technology from Technifiber rackets, it is on the similar, let's say, level, or it works kind of in a similar way. So when the grommet flexes, it actually allows the strings to bend more in the center section of the head, in the sweet spot. It is for the main strings. So the main strings, they are flexible, they are more flexible. That's why they generate more power, and obviously that turns into a bigger sweet spot, more comfort, and also more spin. But that's the same technology, so nothing new there. There is also the parallel drilling. It wasn't in the previous generation. I'm not sure why, because the parallel drilling is actually one of the let's say older technologies, and it means that the holes for the grommets are drilled into the frame in some angle that once again helps the strings to work better for you. So this is just a simple explanation, but you can find out about the parallel drilling somewhere else in the technology section of the Rackets. When you jump into wilson.com and you find the Racket and you search for the parallel drilling, there it will be explained much better. So yeah, but once again, these are all the technologies that are connected with the strings, the crush zone and the parallel drilling. Now, the sweet spot channel, as we can see, the sweet spot channel is there, and it was also there in the V3 generation. It was actually introduced there. And what does it mean? So that's quite an interesting technology that can work for you in a sense of adding more power and more comfort, more or a bigger sweet spot. So what does it mean? So if you look at the frame at the 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock, in the inside of the frame of the head, so the frame has their let's say I'm not sure how to say it, but it has this rig, or let's say hole in this part of the head, as I'm showing you right now, that the frame has this, let's say it is called rig, I'm not sure. So the strings in this section are a little bit longer than normally, and they have more space. They have more space into the frame when connected to the grommets and to the frame. So they are longer. And once again, that means if the cross string is longer, it can bend more, it is more flexible, and that's why the racket generates more spin. And this will help you with the off shots when you hit the racket, when you hit the ball outside of the sweet spot. It won't actually matter, because the strings will be still there, pretty flexible compared to a standard frame that has the width of the frame is the same all over the place. So let's say in this section the frame is a little bit thinner, and it has this hole, let's say, or the rig in it, and this helps to make the strings more flexible. They will work for you. But of course, guys, you will lose actually control and precision. So that is something that you need to count in. So then there is the Agiplast. So what is the Agiplast? So Agiplast, it's let's say biodegradable, or how it is spelled, material that the grommets and the plastic things are made of, the butt cap and so on. I believe also maybe the bumper. So they are made of this bioplastic material that is let's say more suitable for today's environment, or for the environment. It doesn't really spoil the environment when you throw away the racket. So also when they are making these grommets and plastic things, they are using some bio material that it's actually from a plant, I believe, from some plant. So it's more environment friendly. So I found the word finally. So there are two technologies missing. So the integrated PVS and the inverted power rip. So what is the integrated PVS? It's the power weighting system. You know, the legendary system that is in the Pro Staff rackets on the 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock. So you can't see it there in the Ultra V3 because it was integrated. That's why it is named integrated PVS. It was integrated into the frame. So you can't see it, but it works in the similar way like the standard PVS you can see on the Pro Staff rackets, which is a very old technology that has been with the Pro Staff rackets like from the start, from the beginning. So the power weighting system makes or helps with the stability of the racket. It helps also with the stiffness of the strings. So it actually should help with the precision, but it is not there in the newest version. And also the inverted power rip technology is missing. So the inverted power rip was the specific shape of the throat that was kind of that had kind of inverted shape that once again helped with the power and with the stability. But as you can see, it is not there, so they jumped back to a, let's say, standard frame shape that is used in a, let's say, in the blade rackets or in the clash rackets. So I think that the power rip actually made the racket maybe too muted, too slow, and as I remember, really one of the things that I didn't like about the V3 version was that the racket was really slow on volleys. It was a really sluggish racket on the critical shots where you don't have enough time. So I hope the new Ultra will be a little bit faster, and also it will have a better feel, because the feel wasn't really there with the Ultra 100 V3, but it was better than with the Ultra 2018, the counterweight version, which I also reviewed, and you can check the review in the description. I will post it there. Once again, it was in Czech, but I will put a link that you can read it in English, translated with the Google Translator. So guys, there you have the comparison of the preferences and of the technologies. But it's not all. Let's jump to, let's say, the design, because there are also some differences. So if you look at the head shape, I like the new Ultra much more, because it is similar to blades, it is similar to clash rackets, but I believe it is more similar to the new blades V8, because the Ultra V3, the shape was kind of, I don't know, it looked really weird. So it is quite wide here, but there it is thinner. It is going a little bit thinner, and there it is a little bit prolonged, so it's longer in the lower part. And if you look at the throat section, so the throat section for the V3 was actually quite short. Now it is longer for the V4, and I believe this will help with the flow through. This will help also to generate let's say higher head speed actually. So this can be a better version in this term. And because this part, the middle part, or the throat section is longer, you can see that the grip is shorter. So if you look at this, it is shorter. I will show you side by side picture. So I've put the rackets literally side by side, and you can see that it is like maybe 1 centimeter shorter. So maybe this is something I will not like, because I really like the longer grip where you have a really lot of space to your second hand when you play a double-handed backhand. So these are the main changes. As you can see, design is different. I like the new design much more, because guys, the previous racket, it looked, maybe not in the picture, but in real life, when I grabbed the racket in my hand, it looked, guys, cheap. And that was something I wasn't kind of ready, because Wilson rackets, they always look great. but this V3 version, it looked really cheap, especially the silver part. The silver part was just horrible. The paint was like $2 paint. It was just horrible. This section was nice. The throat section, it was glossy, it was nice, but the middle part, it was horrible, and the upper part was, let's say, the blue was kind of okay, but the racket looked really cheap, like some, let's say, a racket for children. It looked like a toy to me, not like a proper stick. So now the new design, once again, it is quite similar, let's say, to the designs like we see now from the Pure Drives or from the Yonex E-Zones. These companies, they make the rackets that are in the same zone, let's say, in the same power zone. As we can see that the E-Zone from Yonex, it's a power racket. These Ultras are power rackets. The Pure Drives from Babolat are power rackets, and they are kind of making the color of these rackets similar, so you have it in your head like, hey, which one I should buy now? Should I buy this or this or this? And the similar color will help you to, let's say, navigate through the different types of rackets. So they are kind of, let's say, working together or copying from each other to, let's say, stay in the business and to help the consumer navigate through the process of buying a new tennis racket a little bit better. So guys, there you have it. So the new Ultra, we've already seen the new Ultra at the US Open. I believe Azarenka did play with the racket, and I'm not sure who else, but it has been already shown to us. It has been already shown to the public, so you will be able to buy it in September. At some time, you probably now can pre-order the racket, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm not sure if I will be able to get the racket from the Sportega shop I work for, if they will be willing to make a review for the racket, because I don't think that the Ultra is there is a L is missing. There is L missing, so it's Ultra. So guys, the new Ultra V4. So I will put the L in the post process there, and it will look weird, but it will be there. Guys, I will try it. So guys, that was a small mistake from me, and yeah, it reminds everybody that everyone can make mistake, and yeah, it's possible. Yeah, we are all human, guys. So that's the best fact. That's the best fact that we need to also allow making mistakes, because when you don't make mistakes, then your nose will go like this, and you will be like, oh, I don't make any mistake. I'm the best. I'm the best reviewer in the world. I'm the best guy. I'm doing everything perfect. No, I'm making mistakes all the time. So guys, this new Ultra looks, for my perspective, much better than the V3, because actually, who played with the V3? Around me, there were literally 0 people playing with the V3 generation. There were a lot of people playing with the 2018 generation, also with the counter whale, which was not a very successful material, but yeah, the new Ultra feels, or at least looks better, and hopefully I can get my hands into it, but who knows? It's not up on me. I can't really choose what I review, because I'm a small man, I'm a small guy in the town. So guys, yeah, we will see. So I hope I will get my chance to play with the new Pure Arrows, with the new Head Extremes, but who knows? So guys, for now, it is everything. Thank you for watching. If you like this comparison, just click the thumbs up. If you didn't, click the thumbs down. Of course, you can. It's your choice, it's your voice, it's your time. And yeah, as always, if you want to buy me a coffee, the link is below in the description. And yeah, I have my tea here. No coffee now, just tea. So guys, thank you very much for your comments. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for interacting with my videos. It is great. Lots of great feedback. Lots of positive feedback. And yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for sharing. And as always, enjoy tennis, play tennis every time, every day. And enjoy the maneuverability, guys. See you in my next video. Bye, guys.
You can't be serious, man. You cannot be serious! That ball was on the line!